Welcome students. Today we are going to study about the properties of soil. First property is soil texture. Soil texture mainly depends upon the size of the soil particles. So if we look at the size of the soil particles, then on the basis of soil size, the particles can be divided into four categories. First one is gravel, second is sand, third is silt, and fourth is clay. So mainly the soil consists of sand, silt and clay particles. The particles which are relatively bigger in size are known as sand, and the smaller particles that are smooth are termed as clay, and the intermediate particles which are neither rough nor too smooth are termed as silt particles. So on the basis of this soil on the basis of this soil texture, soils can be classified into three categories. First is sandy soil. Sandy soil consists of sand particles, and we know that sand particles are bigger in size. So let us suppose these are sand particles. Sand particles are bigger in size, so they have more air spaces in them. Because of more air spaces in them, sandy soil absorbs water quickly, and that water drains out also very quickly. So it cannot hold water for a long time. So such soils needs more frequent irrigation for successful crop growth. Next is clayey soil. Clay soils contain more of clay particles, and we know that clay particles are very smooth, and fine soil particles, they are of very small size. So these soils particles forms this type of soil where the particles are very small, air spaces are very less, and it absorbs water very slowly. On the other hand, it do not allow the water to drain out, so it has very high water retaining capacity. Because of this, the air spaces do not become empty and the roots do not get oxygen for respiration. Therefore, such a soil is not good for plant growth. Third is loamy soil. Loamy soil is a mixture of sand, silt and clay particles. It also contains humus. So, and it is considered to be the best soil for growing crops because it has sand particles which can absorb water very quickly, which has which helps to create more air spaces. It has silt and clay particles also which help it to retain water for a longer time. So loamy soil is a better soil for growing crops. Next is soil color. On the basis of soil color, the color of the soil can be red, yellow or brown. So red, yellow, brown colors, if we find such colors in the soil, that may indicate that it is rich in iron oxide. Sometimes the soil is dark in color. The dark colored soil is due to the presence of certain minerals and maybe due to presence of more organic matter in it. Next is soil structure. So we know that sandy soil, sand particles, they are rough and are bigger in size. Clay particles are small in size and are smooth, and silt particles are intermediate particles which are neither very smooth or not too very rough. So because of that, the sandy soil particles do not stick together, whereas clay soil, they have a high tendency to stick together. Next property is plasticity and cohesion. Plasticity is the property that enables moist soil to change its shape on application of force and retain this shape even when the force is withdrawn. You might have seen a potter making the earthen pots. So the earthen pots, they are made from clay soil. Why? Because the clay soil has the property of plasticity, that it can retain its shape even when the force is withdrawn. So whenever the soil is made moist, water is added to it and given a some special shape by the application of force, it can retain that shape. So, and the tendency of similar particles to stick to one another is known as cohesion. So if we see, or if we observe clay soil, it has both plasticity and cohesive properties in it, whereas sandy soil is non-plastic in nature. That's why we make clay pots, terracotta toys from clay soil. Next is soil density. Soil density, the soils having larger particles have higher weight per unit volume. That's so they will have higher density. Next property is infiltration rate and percolation rate. So infiltration rate, suppose this is a soil. Infiltration rate is the rate at which the water enters into the soil. How fast water enters into the soil, that is known as infiltration. And second, percolation rate is the that rate at which water moves in through the soil, that is how fastly the water moves or drains out from the soil. So these are the two terms, infiltration and percolation. Now if we look at cemented floor, then cemented floor, we see that it cannot absorb water at all, so it has zero infiltration rate and zero percolation rate also. Whereas sandy soil, it can absorb water very well and but cannot hold it well for a long time, so water drains out quickly. Then next is about clayey soil. Clay soil, it absorbs water slowly but it retains water for a longer time, that is percolation is very slow. Infiltration is also slow and percolation is also slow. So in sandy soil, percolation and infiltration rate both are high, and in clay soil, infiltration as well as percolation is slow. So this was all about the properties of soil. Thank you.